class in the time that we have together. And this is a Canvas page similar to what your son interacts with on a daily basis in his classes. So hopefully just to tell you a little bit about myself, what's going on in this class, and I probably won't have enough time to get into some of the projects. The schedule for tonight is that this period ends at 7:15, so in 5 minutes, and then your next one is 7:20 to 7:30. So first of all, my name is Rob Garavaglia again. I believe this is my 25th year teaching at SLU High, and I feel really grateful to teach this class. It comes at a really pivotal point in your son's life at SLU right before he heads off. And I think it also comes in a really important point in his faith life, trying to, in a sense, take ownership for his own faith. One thing you'll notice about this is my email address, by the way. So if you need to get in touch with me, please don't hesitate. You can get in touch with me at rgaravaglia@slu.org. So one thing you'll notice about the theology department goals, and they're in line with this, is that this class gives your son an opportunity to step back and not only reflect on what he's learned in his career here at SLU in his theology classes, but also about his own growth. Like, how is he becoming a man for others? What are the ways in which he can grow and develop? And then secondly, where is he at in his relationship with God? So in this particular class, we're going to, in a sense, re-examine some concepts that we've talked about throughout the theology curriculum and look at them through a different lens. So what is religion? What are some of the misconceptions about it? What does it mean to have a vocation? And how is God inviting you to participate in the creation of the world? What are the ways in which I can become more free to do God's will? And then secondly, who is Jesus and why should he matter? Not secondly, but most importantly, who is Jesus and why should he matter to me? And then finally, last but not least, in the second quarter, we really focus on the relationships and how is God calling me to love the people in my life in a deeper and more authentic way. In many respects, CLC, the Christian Life Choices course, could be the last formal theology class that your son has. And it's a way to step back and think about how can he apply the faith that's been handed on to him in his day-to-day activities. One little word about the way that I teach the class in particular is that the learning management system, or the LMS Canvas, I build it on so that there are certain requirements that your son has to meet. And if your son doesn't meet those requirements, then he needs to come and meet with me in the studium. There'll be a studium period every day, A and B days, and your son is welcome to meet with me whether or not he has class on that day or not. So I'm really looking forward to not only the class, but getting to interact with your son outside of the class in the studium and having that daily access to him. So I think the studium is going to be a really good thing. So 2 more minutes left. By the way, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. So the last piece that I wanted to touch upon is just get into some of the bigger projects. So there's the vocation reflection and the love project. And I have a copy of those there, and you can take a look at those rubrics. And if you have questions, you can please feel free to get in touch with me. Then the last thing is that the parent-teacher conferences this year are scheduled for Thursday, October the 28th. I actually will be out of town at a conference on the spiritual exercises, and so I won't be in St. Louis that night. So if you would like to meet with me or schedule a meeting, please just reach out to me via email and we can set something up. I think that's all I have for tonight. Felt like being shot out of a cannon there a little quick, but I'm really looking forward to working with your son, getting to know him better, and looking forward to getting to know you and work with you. So if you have any questions or comments, please reach out. And I think that's all we have. And then the next class will get started at 7:20. So have a great night. Thank you so much.